Hi there everyone, welcome to the Bernabeu Stadium where Real Madrid are closing in on a place in the semi-finals of the Champions League, and doing so at the expense of the side which knocked them out in the semis a year ago and of course went on to lift the trophy, the holders Chelsea. Revenge, Alan Smith, is in the air in the Spanish capital tonight.
Well, Chelsea have got to do up Madrid, and Benzema were absolutely superb in West London, particularly the way the number 9 took his goal. So it's difficult to see Real Madrid not scoring here, but for Chelsea, as I say, they've got to defend.
Well, we are underway, second leg, semi-final awaiting.
An atmosphere of uncertainty.
Valverde, and Vinicius Jr. dragged down on the edge of the box. Well, the problem for Reece James straight away.
Yeah, already he's had some problems, Reece James, with Vinicius. It's going to be another key area of this battle, as it was at Stamford Bridge. But
one under the wall, Benzema over the wall and over the bar.
It looks a small wall, only 3 in it. A bit of a waste that. We expected a bit more from the man in form.
No foul. Havertz, Werner. It'll be a Chelsea corner. Havertz dangerous in the air. He scored with a header against Real last week.
Yeah, Valverde getting himself in a bit of a tangle. It wasn't a foul, I don't think.
Converting set pieces. Rudiger. It's a difficult header to put extra power on. Still find the direction.
Yeah, well, we saw Benzema score from a little closer in, maybe a yard or two at Stamford Bridge, but it's not easily done.
Comes all the way through for a breakthrough goal for Chelsea. Brilliantly done. Mason Mount. So, that changes the perspective.
Game on. He's been in majestic form, Mason Mount. He certainly was at Southampton at the weekend. Can do no wrong, and he took that so comfortably, so confidently. That has set it up beautifully. That is who you want the ball falling to at the moment, Mason Mount.
Well, there was a spell there where Real Madrid rather sat off Chelsea, allowed them some possession, thinking that would not be a way through. Well, Mount found a way through, and it's 1-0 to Chelsea on the night. And here is Vinicius against James again. James sweeps it away from him. Benzema! Corner.
Well, it could have gone anywhere. It could have gone in the back of the net. This deflection. Mendy was diving one way, the ball went the other, off Thiago Silva.
That's one great feature of the goals he's been scoring. Often one-touch finishes, whether it's with his head or just arriving at speed as he did then. There's a fluidity to Chelsea. Off his cheek by Casemiro. And Kovacic, he doesn't score too many goals. The ones he has got for Chelsea are often very spectacular. Right this time. Close, challenging. Rudiger, why not? Why not? Wasn't too far away. He scored in the league game against Brentford a few days ago from this kind of range.
Yeah, caught it well. He managed to get the dip on it. Courtois always in charge of that. But there will be spaces, that kind of distance out as Real Madrid, where that back line of Real Madrid is really deep.
Zonal. Rudiger heads it on. Coach at PSG. This kind of situation, but he'd be worried here. It's Havertz. And Loftus-Cheek trying to get it across. Havertz will...
It's started in a similar vein, hasn't it, this second half?
Abramovich is taken on by Mount. Werner tries the shot and it's blocked. Not behind for a corner. Courtois has to go again. It's a three-way race there. Havertz coming in. there as well. Courtois got the ball, maybe got the worst of it.
Yeah, all started. Mason Mount just bending his run to stay on side and then showing a little bit of pace. Havertz is on his toes and very nearly gets here first.
Retrieved by Alonso. And James! Corner given. Well, not happy about it.
Yeah, I'm not sure what the complaint is. Here to come off Madrid.
Another corner with plenty of height on it. And it's headed in! Tony Rudiger and Chelsea are level on aggregate. They lead 2-0 on the night. And Thomas Tuchel's dream is getting ever closer to coming true. Was it a corner?
Well, no, it wasn't. No, it wasn't. But none of that matters now. It's Rudiger who's done this so often in a Chelsea shirt. It's him who wants it more. Wrestles Modric out the way. It's obviously zonal marking them.
Doing something much more positively, and here's Dani Carvajal with that in mind. Looking for Benzema, main man. Give it a different complexion these days, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. It does. Oh, Reece James just takes it off his toe.
Here he goes. And it's thrust aside by Edouard Mendy. Eventually against Werner. Look at theatrical save from Mendy. Cleverly delivered free kick. Took the wall out of the equation, but not the goalkeeper. Mount for Havertz. Kai Havertz couldn't quite wrap his foot around it enough to challenge Courtois, but a wonderful attack from Chelsea.
Yeah, they're full of it. They're scented blood here. Chelsea looking a real threat whenever they go forward.
Benzema, Kroos, Mendy. That's the best bit of football Real Madrid have put together in this second half. Ends up with a tangle between Alonso and Vinicius Junior. The back heel for Dani Carvajal. A chance to win a corner. Gets a cross in, and again it's Valverde who had the shot. It was a good shot too. It's got the crowd going, and not before time they might be feeling.
Yeah, the volume's cranked up here. I mean, he does ever so well to get his line on this.
Chelsea win it back from Mendy. And look at the number of players forward in yellow here. N'Golo Kanté as he picked the right past Marcos Alonso. Alonso again! Marcos Alonso back in Madrid, his home city, his former club, and what a turnaround from the holders.
The only thing I'm wondering is this bounced up off his hand. There weren't too many appeals, not for the first time. They lose the ball, Mendy. But after that, they are on the back foot big time, Real Madrid. We've seen him smash them in plenty of times with his left foot, Marcos Alonso, not so many times with his right. I think it's more off the midriff than his hand. What a story we've got here.
Well, he is a goal-scoring defender, obviously playing more often as a wing-back.
He does clip the right hand.
Will be a goal check. It was a good spot from you, Alan.
Well, inadvertent or not, it did help him control the ball, didn't it?
I do feel there's a real chance this goal might not stand. 65 minutes here. Mendy. Benzema! Well, they've been going in week after week, but not this time. It was, by his standards, a more straightforward header.
Yeah, he scored much more difficult ones than this. But we're going to see more chances created by this Real Madrid side now. He should get better service as they crank it up, increase the tempo.
Chelsea suddenly find that their fire is being met. Conte had the ball with him and brushed aside by Kroos, looking for that potentially to open up Chelsea for Vinicius running through the middle.
Rudiger.
Havertz repositioning in the middle, optimistically. So Kovacic for Werner. They've opened Real Madrid up here. Werner, Timo Werner still going, and it's ended up in the back of the net. And surely this one's going to count. And Werner back in business in the Premier League on Saturday, getting the start tonight and getting what could be one of the most important goals in Chelsea's history.
Would you believe that? He delayed once, he delayed twice, you thought he left it too late. And then it goes in, bobbles in via a deflection, I think, hurt himself along the way, but this will be the biggest goal of his club career if he gets his team through. Certainly onside. How many chances did he have to let fly? Yeah, it comes off Courtois and Alaba on the line. Takes the ball away from him. So Mendy, an element of good fortune, but you can't say Chelsea haven't earned that.
More attacking player in Rodrigo. Oh, but for Courtois.
Oh yeah, was Havertz.
Mason Mount was struggling to keep up with Vinicius. It certainly was Havertz who scored with a header past Courtois.
Support here, seeing their team labour. Struggle to
Modric, it's a great ball. Rodrigo arrives with a flourish, and there's another twist to the tail here. And finally, as Alan Smith predicted, Real Madrid do score.
Well, finally a bit of quality that we've seen from Real Madrid in this competition. What a pass this was! What an assist! Absolutely brilliant from Luka Modric, outside of the peg. Look at that for a ball. And turned it into a fairly simple finish. I mean, under these circumstances, it's not simple, but he does the job, the substitute. And coming on as a sub, it's not always easy to have a chance like that.
Well, finally, somebody has stepped up. You're right, Luka Modric really was the man to carve out a chance against such a determined Chelsea who have defended resolutely, but with Rudiger gets his head to it. Oh! It wasn't an easy one to keep down for Pulisic. Bounced into the game, very nearly decided the game.
One substitute at one end.
James now standing up towards Havertz, who tries to knock it down. It's another chance that goes a begging in stoppage time for Christian Pulisic.
Oh, are they going to live to regret these misses?
Well, in extraordinary circumstances, we go to extra time in the Bernabeu Stadium. Cheeky header in through the middle. James wants to line one up, but didn't take. Camavinga quickly to make the interception, and here is Vinicius Junior looking for Benzema. He doesn't miss this time. Is he going to make the difference yet again? Another header. A vital goal for Real Madrid, who have the aggregate lead back. Tough for Chelsea to take. Very tough. Carlo Ancelotti certainly not reading smiles. Tuchel reading frustration.
Well, it's their two main men yet to get in attack, isn't it? Vinicius Junior and Benzema. Picks him out beautifully, and he's never going to miss that, is he, the Frenchman? It's not been the easiest games for him. Hasn't had too many chances. He had that earlier header that he wasted, but, well, he was never going to pass this one up. Mendy's going one way, the ball goes the other. Is this going to be the winner?
His 12th goal in the Champions League. It's already a record.
And if they come through this Real Madrid, and there's every sign that they will,
Chelsea, this is the more promising. Ziyech went for power.
On that left foot, he was never going to turn down the chance to shoot.
Cross from James. Havertz, unmarked, off target. And he knows the potential consequences of that. It was a great ball from Reece James.
Well, it was in all sorts of space. I'm not saying it was the easiest of chances, just level with that near post, but...
And now, Benzema stopped by Ziyech. Oh, it's tracked wide. It's another chance. It's Jorginho this time. Well, this me.
Yeah, where Real Madrid have been clinical with their chances, when Chelsea needs somebody to keep it.
Ziyech. Chelsea win the match, but Real Madrid win the tie in the most dramatic fashion. Chelsea clawed themselves not just back into the game, but into a winning position.